In the original production design concept, there was an idea of being much more design-oriented with the landscape to try to evoke African patterns of fabrics and textiles. It made the film seem a little bit removed and made it a little bit too abstract. And so we moved away from that idea to this notion that what we were creating was this epic movie, and what we needed was a landscape that would be suitable for really bringing out the kind of scale and the grandeur of Africa.
Welcome to our humble home.
You live here?
We live wherever we want.
It's beautiful.
With the background styling, I think they wanted to capture the mystical atmosphere of this continent, you know, of Africa. I did some designs with this, you know, Kilimanjaro. At the bottom of the mountain, these tiny little elephants, you know, they're passing by. And these beautiful sunsets and grass in the foreground, and then some hidden animals in the background, playing with focus and out of focus. I mean, there was so much you could explore. It was endless.
The image of the plains of the Masai Mara, the broad, flat plains and the flat acacia trees, has been used so much. And as we traveled around Kenya, there's such a variety of landscape. The mountains, the rainstorms that come over, all the different plant life. It was really refreshing to go there and see Africa up close. And all of the photographs we took, a lot of them made their way to base our backgrounds on.
All of our colors were inspired by Africa. Not just the natural colors of Africa, I mean the vivid blues of the sky and the tan russet colors of the savanna.
I don't know whether it's just because there's no smog or what, but the colors just seemed extra intense. And we tried to bring that back into the movie as best that we could. And even little Pumbaa, you know, he's bright red. Well, you'll see in some of the pictures, those little warthogs were bright red. They roll in the dirt, and the dirt was bright red. And they'd come out, and they looked like Mother Nature had gone wrong for a second, you know, but they really looked that way.
Slimy yet satisfying.
We are also inspired by a lot of the tribal art.
If you study Can't Wait to Be King and see Chris Sanders' work and the way he stylized that, and the playful kind of childlike view of Africa, it's heavily influenced by textiles and paintings and African art.
It allowed me to feel okay about going completely crazy with the color and getting really bold and very solid with the color. The place itself, Africa, has a weight to it, and you could embody that in the color and the production design in its own way. And if we took one thing back from Africa, really that was it. And it manifested itself in The Lion King as bold emotion, bold color, and really bold choices no matter what we were doing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
If you look at the end of the movie, which is very kind of epic and profound in the movements of weather patterns and all, it's an odd mixture of what we observe from Africa mixed with kind of King Arthur mythology of, you know, with the good king comes the spring and the bounty, and with the bad king comes the rain and the drought. And those kinds of like seasonal movements are as much influenced by Africa as they are just by kind of classic mythology and storytelling.
That really is about trying to distill something and trying to heighten it and trying to mythologize it. The communication is that it becomes real for people, not because it is literally real, but because it captures the spirit.